country music iconic program. And in those days, it occasionally featured a wonderful comedian named Cousin Minnie Pearl. She wore a straw hat with the price tag still attached, and her character was from Grinders Switch, Tennessee. Her real name was Sarah Cannon, and she was a very lovely and wonderful woman, but her character was quite compelling. And she told a story that evening, as I listened to it on the car radio, about a farmer who was involved in an accident. And he sued the other driver for damages. And the other driver hired a lawyer, and this lawyer put the farmer on the witness stand for cross-examination and asked, "Isn't it true that immediately after this accident you said, 'I feel fine'?" And the farmer said, "Well, it's not that simple. You see, I was taking my cow to town in the back of my truck, and this fellow," and the lawyer said, "Wait a minute. Your Honor, we're in the middle of a trial here. We don't want to hear a long, involved story. Just answer the question, yes or no. Did you or did you not say, immediately after the accident, 'I feel fine'?" And the farmer said, "Well, I was leading up to that. You see, I was taking my cow to town in the back of my truck, and this fellow came driving across the center line and ran right into my truck and knocked it over. Threw me out, threw the cow out. I was on one side, the cow was on the other, and the policeman came up, took one look at that cow and said, she is suffering. Pulled out his gun and shot her right between the eyes. And he came around to my side of the truck and said, 'How do you feel?' So I said, 'I feel fine.'" Now, ladies and gentlemen, the point of that story is the alternative to success here in Copenhagen is unacceptable. And to all those who are feeling all kinds of emotions at this stage in the negotiations, my plea to you is to realize what is at stake and reach a result that will give momentum to this process, make it a success, and set the stage for the completion of a binding international treaty next year. This is the challenge of the next 3 days. This historic gathering is being attended by leaders from almost every nation in the world. Some of them already here, most of them due to arrive in the next 48 hours. But there is one important part of humankind not present and not formally represented at these negotiations. Even though I have no credentials entitling me to speak for them, I would nevertheless like to advocate their interests.